Happy Thursday morning, everyone, and welcome to Music in the Mornings with me, Abby, and ToneWorks Music Therapy. I hope everyone is having a lovely morning so far. So this week with Music in the Mornings with Abby, we have been learning all about coping skills. So coping skills are these great little tools that you can use to improve your day and help cope anytime we're having negative feelings like sad, mad, bad, any of those. And some of the coping skills we have learned this week have included a special way of breathing to help us relax, in through our nose and out like we're blowing out a candle. We've learned about using our 5 senses to ground our bodies and feel calm. We have learned about squeezing and releasing our muscles to help them relax in a move called progressive muscle relaxation. Very fancy. And we have learned about focusing our mind and thoughts on just one thing at a time in a technique called mindfulness. And so that's a lot of tools in our tool belt this week. And those are all great things to help you have a great day. We're going to simplify it a little bit today and talk about morning routines. So having a morning routine, something you do the same every day, is a really great way to start the day and helps the day go a little bit more smoothly. So we're going to just talk about our morning routines today. I'd love to hear about yours in the comments below, and I'll tell you a little bit about mine. We'll sing about them. We may even dance about them. We will also learn a little bit more about that special breathing technique we're calling magic breathing, but that'll be towards the end of our session today. All right, so thanks for listening to my little spiel. We're going to go ahead and get started with our hello song today. Hello, hello, it's time for music. Hello, hello, it's time for music. Hello, hello, it's time for music today. Let's wave hello, yes, wave hello, it's time for music. Wave hello, it's time for music. Wave hello, it's time for music today. And I think we'll stomp our feet, yeah, stomp our feet. It's time for music. Stomp our feet, it's time for music. Stomp our feet, it's time for music today. Let's clap our hands, yeah, clap our hands. It's time for music. Clap our hands, it's time for music. Clap our hands, it's time for music today. Yes, it is. All right, so to get started with Music in the Mornings with me, Abby, today, we're going to sit up tall or stand up, whatever feels best for you, and get some stretching in. So let's take a second, roll our shoulders back, and get ready, because we're going to stretch our arms out super duper wide for our first stretch. Ready? Here we go. We'll stretch our arms out wide and turn to the side and turn to the other side. To the center we go. We're gonna reach way down low to touch your toes. And then we'll reach way up high to touch the sky. We'll give yourself a big hug, then stretch way out wide. All right, let's do that again. Stretching our arms out wide, we're gonna twist. We'll twist it to the side, then back to the center. Twist to the other side, then to the center we go. We're gonna stretch way down low and reach way up high. Go on your tippy toes if you're standing. And we'll give yourself a big hug and stretch way out wide. All right, I'm gonna give everyone one more chance to follow through our stretches this morning. And here we go. Stretching arms out wide, we're going to twist as far as is comfortable. Here we go. Let's twist it to the side, then come back to center. We'll twist it to the side, then to the center we go. We're gonna stretch way down low and reach way up high. We'll give yourself a big hug, then reach way out wide. Nice following along with our stretches this morning. And speaking of mornings, it's time to learn all about our morning routines. I bet everyone's is a little bit different. And so one way that we can follow along with this activity is, if you'd like, you can go ahead and grab a sheet of paper and a pencil and feel free to write down our morning routine as we build it. All right, so for our morning routine today, I've got a little song to teach us, to help us remember all the different steps. When I wake up in the morning, here's what I do. Oh, here's what I do. Here's what I do. When I wake up in the morning, here's what I do. Well, how'd you do? How'd you do? How'd you do? So that's the melody we're gonna use. And in between each verse, we got a little how'd you do? How'd you do? How'd you do? It's like how do you do, but really fast. So our first step in the morning, I'm sure everyone's is different, but for me, the first thing I do is I jump out of bed. So let's sing it in a song. When I wake up in the morning, I jump out of bed, jump out of bed, jump out of bed. When I wake up in the morning, I jump out of bed. Well, how'd you do? How'd you do? How'd you do? Well, that's fun to sing, but I think we can step it up by doing a little dance. So if you're having a seat like me, you can go ahead and stand up, because we're going to jump out of bed. Ready? Here we go. When I wake up in the morning, I jump out of bed. Yes, I jump out of bed. I jump out of bed. When I wake up in the morning, I jump out of bed. Well, how'd you do? How'd you do? How'd you do? All right. What do you do in the morning after you jump out of bed? I bet everyone's got a different answer. Some people may go brush their teeth right away. Some people have a dog to pet first thing in the morning. Me, the first thing I do in the morning is I stretch really big after we jump out of bed, just like we just did. I like to stretch up high to wake my body up and get ready for the day. After I jump out of bed, I stretch real high, stretch up high, try and touch the sky. When I jump out of bed, I then touch the sky. How'd you do? How'd you do? How'd you do? All right, so we know we're going to stretch. What's that going to look like for you? Are you going to stretch up high to touch the sky? Will you use one arm, the other, both? Or are you going to stretch super wide or touch your toes? It's up to you. Pick a pose, because we're gonna dance. After I jump out of bed, I stretch up high. I stretch up high, try and touch the sky. Are you stretching? After I jump out of bed, I stretch up high. Well, how'd you do? How'd you do? How'd you do? All right, so far our morning routine is jump out of bed, give a big stretch, maybe a yawn, and after that, what do you do? Do you go right to the kitchen for breakfast? Do you brush your teeth first? Or maybe you get dressed and ready for the day before any of that. That's what I do, actually. First thing I do after I've jumped out of bed, stretched, I put on some clean clothes that aren't pajamas and get ready for the day. After I stretch, I change my clothes, change my clothes, change my clothes. Yes, after I stretch, I change my clothes. How'd you do? How'd you do? How'd you do? So what's our dance move gonna be for change our clothes? We can try and put on pants, we can put on socks, or we can dust off our stylish new clothes. I think that's what I'm gonna do, is admire my fashion for the day. Yes, after I stretch, I change my clothes, change my clothes, ooh, change my clothes. Yes, after I stretch, I change my clothes. How'd you do, how'd you do, how'd you do? All right, so we have jumped out of bed, we've given a stretch, we changed our clothes, and after that, what do you do? Well, right after that, I brush my teeth. So we've jumped out of bed, we gave a stretch, we changed our clothes, now it's time to brush our teeth. Well, after I change my clothes, I brush my teeth, brush my teeth, brush my teeth. After I change my clothes, I brush my teeth. How'd you do, how'd you do, how'd you do? Oh, this is an easy dance move. Let's all pretend to brush our teeth. Here, go get the back ones. Let's brush our teeth. Yes, after I change my clothes, I brush my teeth, brush my teeth, brush my teeth. After I change my clothes, I brush my teeth. How'd you do, how'd you do, how'd you do? Alright, so far we've jumped out of bed, stretched up high, we've changed our clothes and brushed our teeth. What comes after that? In my morning routine, after I brush my teeth, I go right to the kitchen. So let's head to the kitchen. Ready? After I brush my teeth, I go to the kitchen, go to the kitchen, go to the kitchen. After I brush my teeth, I go to the kitchen. How'd you do, how'd you do, how'd you do? Alright, so to go to the kitchen in our little song and dance, we're going to march, because we're going to march to the kitchen. We got that kind of attitude this morning. Here we go. After I brush my teeth, I march to the kitchen, go to the kitchen, head to the kitchen. After I brush my teeth, I head to the kitchen. How'd you do, how'd you do, how'd you do? Alright, so far we've jumped out of bed, we stretched up high, we've changed our clothes and brushed our teeth. We've headed to the kitchen, and what do you think we'll do there? Well, when I head to the kitchen every morning, I know it's time to make breakfast. And I know this is backwards, but Facebook Live. So it's time to make breakfast. What's your favorite thing to make for breakfast? Maybe you'll pour yourself some cereal. Maybe you'll stir up some pancakes. Maybe you'll flip a pancake so high it's stuck to the ceiling and you wonder how you're going to get it down. Everyone's morning routine is different. After I go to the kitchen, I make breakfast, make breakfast. I make breakfast after I go to the kitchen. I make my breakfast. How'd you do, how'd you do, how'd you do? Alright, let's sing that again, but with our dance move. So you get to pick, how are you going to make your breakfast today? Remember our options, we can pour our cereal, we can stir our oatmeal or pancake batter, we can flip our pancakes. Pick your move, because here we go. After I head to the kitchen, I make my breakfast, I make my breakfast, I make my breakfast. After I go to the kitchen, I make my breakfast. How'd you do, how'd you do, how'd you do? Alright, so we've made our breakfast, it looks delicious. The only logical next step is to eat it up. All right. We've got our jump out of bed. We've stretched up high, changed our clothes, brushed our teeth. We went to the kitchen, we made our breakfast, and now it's time to eat it up. Here we go. After I make my breakfast, I eat it up, eat it up, eat it up. After I make my breakfast, I eat it up. How'd you do, how'd you do, how'd you do? How are you going to eat your breakfast this morning in our dance? Are we going to cut it properly with a knife and fork? Or are we going to eat it up really fast? Or maybe you made a breakfast sandwich. You can eat it with your hands. Pick your move. Cutting your breakfast, eating it up, or taking a bite. Up to you. Let's eat it up. Yes, after I make my breakfast, I eat it up. Eat it up, oh, I eat it up. Yes, after I make my breakfast, I eat it up. How'd you do, how'd you do, how'd you do? So we've jumped out of bed, we stretched up high, we changed our clothes, look good, we brushed our teeth, we headed to to the kitchen and we made our breakfast. We ate it up, and now it's time to turn on our computer. All right, so after you eat your breakfast every morning, you might do something a little different. But for me, it's music in the mornings with Abby prep time. So we're going to turn on our computer. Just press a little button. Here we go. After I eat my breakfast, I turn on my computer. Turn on my computer. Turn on my computer. After I eat my breakfast, I turn on my computer. How'd you do? How'd you do? How'd you do? So our dance move for turning on our computer, very simple. We're just gonna press a button. Maybe the button's over here. Over here. We'll just press a button. Here we go. After I eat my breakfast, I turn on my computer. Yes, I turn on my computer. I turn on my computer. Oh, after I eat my breakfast, I turn on my computer. How'd you do? How'd you do? How'd you do? All right, so we have jumped out of bed. We stretched up high. Stretch up high. We've changed our clothes. We brushed our teeth. Brush them good. We went to the kitchen. We made our breakfast. We ate it up. We turned on our computer. And now it's time for making music in the morning. Just what we're doing now. We finally caught up with ourselves this morning by making music in the morning. Making music in the morning is one of my favorite ways to start the day, and I'm so glad I get to do it with all of you. After I turn on my computer, I make music in the morning. Music in the morning, music in the morning. After I turn on my computer, I make music in the morning. How'd you do? 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 So how are you going to make music in the morning? We can clap our hands, stomp our feet, or just dance, dance, dance. It is up to you. Pick a move and dance and make music along with me. Wake up in the morning and make music in the morning. Music in the morning, music in the morning. And the first part of the day I make music in the morning. How'd you do? How'd you do? How'd you do? So far we've jumped out of bed. Jump, jump, jump. We've stretched up high. Everyone reach high. We've changed our clothes. Change our clothes. We brushed our teeth. Brushing good. We went to the kitchen with a march. We made our breakfast. Stir it up. We ate it up. Yum, yum. We turned on our computer and make music in the morning. Yes, we made music in the morning. How'd you do? How'd you do? How'd you do? Nice. Following along. So that is just a sample of what a morning routine can be. Everyone's routine is a little bit different, and so feel free to make your own version of this song. Now that we've gone through it, you know all we got to do is write down the steps and sing them out loud. Excellent. Well, now we're going to move on to our next coping skill. We've learned about morning routines. The next one we're going to learn about is one you may recognize. At the beginning of the week, the first thing we learned about was a technique called magic breathing. Now, this type of breathing means you have to breathe in through your nose like you're smelling a flower, and out through your mouth like you're blowing out a candle. So we breathe in through our nose and out through over the candle. And practicing this type of breathing over and over tells our bodies to take a break, take it easy. We don't have to stress so much. And you can use this type of breathing anytime, anywhere, to help you stay calm and happy. Now, I have this little card to trace when I practice breathing. I just trace my finger up as I'm smelling the flower and down to blow out the candle. But not everyone might have a little card, so instead, we're going to practice the same type of breathing using our hands. whenever we trace, we're going to take one finger, put it at the base of our hand, and trace up and down each of our fingers all around our hand until we get to the end, and do it again the other way. But here's the trick. As we trace up each finger, we're going to breathe in through our nose. And as we trace down each finger, we're going to blow out those candles. So breathe in through our nose as we trace up, and blow out as we trace down. You keep practicing. In and out. In and out. And remember, in, out. And once you reach the bottom, just reverse and trace them back the other way. Now, while everyone is tracing their hand, we're going to play a little music. Trace up your hand to breathe in. Trace down your fingers to breathe out. Up to breathe in, and down to breathe out. And keep going at your own pace. Oh, I'm tracing my hand. Oh, ain't it grand, just a trace in my hand. Up and down, tracing all around. Oh, I am tracing my hand. Breathing in as I trace up, and breathing out as I trace down. Breathing in as I trace up, and breathing out as I trace down. Keep going at your own pace, and you may even find that you want to slow it down. As you get more relaxed, your breath may slow. Oh, I'm tracing my hand. Oh, ain't it grand, just a trace in my hand. Up and down, tracing all around. Yes, I am tracing my hand. Awesome. All right. So wherever you have stopped on your hand, you can just let it go, because this isn't a task we need to finish. It's a tool you can use any time or place, because I hope you'd always have your hands with you wherever you go. So if you ever need to relax, and maybe at a time you're stressed, or maybe just want to enjoy a peaceful moment, using our special magic breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, paired with this mindful technique of tracing your hand, is a great tool to have in your tool belt. All right. Well, that's our Music in the Mornings with Abby Coping Skills edition this week. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed our morning routines and our brand new hand tracing breathing activity. It's time to sing goodbye. Goodbye, everybody. It's been good to see you. Oh, yeah. Goodbye, everybody. It's been good to see you. All right. Well, our music time is done, and we had a lot of fun. It's been good to see you. That's right. Our music time is done, and we had a lot of see everyone tomorrow morning for another Music in the Mornings with Abby on ToneWorks Music Therapy's page.